how am I meant to manifest a relationship when I can't even manifest something like a text message? Here's why, and here's what to do to fix it. Hi everyone, I'm Amy and welcome to my channel. This channel is all about merging spirituality and psychology so you can manifest a relationship. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to manifest consistent communication with your person. And I often speak to people who are so frustrated because they've fallen into the narrative of instant manifestation, that you can manifest a text within 24 hours, within an hour, or however long, and it's just not coming through. And I've been through this cycle so many times, and I've waited literally months for text messages. So if you're sitting there right now feeling disappointed, in despair because your text hasn't come through, I've got you. Just take some tips from this video and see if this improves things for you. So I hope it's going to give everyone a little bit of relief, because a text message isn't the end of the world. So let's get started. So people who I speak to generally have a specific person in mind, whether that's a new person that they know or a partner, an ex-partner. And the focus is so much on communication, how it is now, and not on their end result. And there are two very good reasons for this. Reason number one is because it seems like the most likely sign that things are going to happen for you. And I thought this too. I thought, once I've got this text message, I'll know that the ball is rolling and I'll feel a lot more certain and secure in myself, so that I can then manifest the relationship and then manifest living together. And this is quite a common trap. And the reason why it's a trap is because it's making you focus on the wrong thing. So you're focused on something that you don't want, because realistically, if you sit with yourself right now and ask yourself, do you want a text message or do you want a relationship? I can guarantee most of you are going to say relationship. So when you are wanting to manifest a relationship, but you are super hyper focused on the text message hasn't come through, you are focused on what you don't want. You are in the vibration of what you don't want. And this trips a lot of people up, because they think because they haven't had any communication that things aren't working out, that the ball isn't rolling. And that's not true. The ball is already rolling, and you don't need a text message to prove that to you. The ball is already rolling. Things are already in motion towards what you want. Now, the second reason why this is such a problem is because you are forcing yourself to try and manifest something that you don't want. You're forcing yourself to settle for something that you don't want. And this is what is causing a lot of frustration. It's causing you to get into this cycle of trying to manifest a text message, the text message not coming, and then the disappointment, the despair, the frustration comes along with it. So what I'm going to suggest is taking communication out of the equation completely. Now, this might sound scary and it might sound impossible to you, but I can tell you that this is what worked for me, because as I said before, I've spent months and months visualizing a text message. It didn't come. I felt disappointed. So I'll manifest even harder. It didn't come. So I felt disappointed. In this vicious cycle, on and on and on, when I could have just been getting into the state of being of already having the relationship. And when I'm in that state of being, when I have what I want, I don't really care about text messages anyway, because I have my person. So do your best to take communication, text messages, phone calls, whatever it is, out of the equation completely. Just do your best to do that, because it's going to stop you focusing on the wrong thing. It's going to stop you focusing on what you don't want. It's going to stop you feeling the frustration. It's going to stop you feeling the disappointment, because eventually you won't care whether that person's texted you or not. You won't notice that they haven't texted you. You won't be constantly picking up the phone and checking, obsessing over a text message. You're going to feel a lot happier. So when you can let go of that control, because really what you're telling yourself is this is how it's got to happen. So you're actually conditioning how it's got to happen, when yes, the likelihood is it probably will be a phone call or a text message, but it doesn't have to be a phone call and a text message. And once you can release resistance to that it's got to happen this way, then you're going to find it a lot easier to let go of the wheel, relinquish some control, and allow things to happen rather than hyper focusing on your phone all the time, waiting for a text message, waiting for a phone call. When you take that out of the equation completely, you can solely focus on who you would be in the relationship now, because that is what your job is. Your job is to shift into the self-concept of the person that has what you want, and that person is not checking the phone. That person isn't waiting for communication. That person already has what they want. So make a commitment now that you're going to put the phone away. You're going to stop checking. Even if you want to mute that person's notifications, that's what I personally did. I muted the notifications so I wasn't constantly picking the phone up and checking. And I focused on who would I be when I had it. I focused on my own sense of security, my own sense of certainty, my own sense of confidence, so that the relationship could come in. Because when I had the relationship, the communication's already contained in that state anyway. It's not something that you need to individually try and manifest, because when you have the secure relationship that you want, communication is part of that anyway. So you don't need to individually try and manifest all different aspects of this relationship. Who would you be if you had the secure relationship? What would you be doing if you had the secure relationship? What would you think of no contact if you had the relationship? You'd think, well, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. I'm just going to go along with my day and have some fun, and I'll speak to them when I speak to them. That is exactly what you would be thinking. So I hope that video provides you with some relief. If it did, pop a comment below, and if you need any help with anything, comment and I will do my best to answer them. Also, if you want to work with me, I do have a self-study course that I will link in the description below. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.